Hey adults, it's time to prep yourself before you wreck yourself with the Happy Sappy Grown-Up Hour. On this month's show, Emergency Preparedness. Featuring emergency do's and don'ts, emergency plans for cats, emergency flan, Tampony the tampon pony, and Celeste the spiritual prepper. Featuring an interview with firefighter James Smith and me, your band leader, Brandon Beck.
Hey everyone, it is so great to have you watching the show tonight. Give it up for our musical director, Brandon Beck.
I'm not plugged in. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Brandon. It's so good to see you.
You too, even if it's across like the cyber void.
Oh, is there anything better?
No. Except for the song I recorded called Across the Cyber Void.
Is that real?
No, it's a parody of Across 110th Street that I just made up right now.
Oh, wow. You're good. The theme of tonight's show is emergency preparedness. It is the middle of the summer and we are full of emergencies left and right. We're going to have hurricanes, we're going to have fires, earthquakes, tornadoes, floods, car accidents, COVID-19, medical emergencies like starting your period and not realizing it and not having a tampon on you. All of those things could be happening during the summer. Ah! But hopefully tonight, we will have some new tips for all of us to learn about how to stay calm and stay prepared during an emergency. Now, after a disaster, you may need to survive on your own for several days. Being prepared means having an emergency survival kit ready to go. Here to show us what's in her kit is friend of the show, Candace Martellero.
Hi, Nikki.
So, Candace, I understand you are very prepared.
Well, you never know when there might be an earthquake, a flood, or a zombie apocalypse.
Zombies aren't real, I hope.
Yet. But at the rate 2020 is going, zombies are probably next.
Yeah, let's see. COVID, riots, murder hornets. Yeah, that tracks.
Basically, when shit hits the fan, you'll need an emergency kit so you can survive at least 72 hours. So I have things in my kit like I have cans of food. This is Chef Boyardee, pretty good option. I also like to keep things like fruit. This is some sliced pears and that type of thing because fruit perishes. I keep lots of bottled water. I buy a bunch of jugs like this. They can just go like under your bed. It works out pretty well. I have a first aid kit. I have batteries because you never know. I actually can't swear by this thing enough. It charges your car, your cell phone, pretty much everything. It holds a charge forever. So that's pretty much it for me.
Wow, cool. That seems very practical.
Do you have an emergency kit, Nikki?
Well, yeah, but yours is so good.
Well, let's see what you got.
Okay. Well, I got right here. Let's see. I've got 4 of my favorite wigs. Very important. I've got the Weedle Buds. Hi guys. Good to see you. I'll see you later. I've got my best pipe. I've got my second best pipe. And I've got my third best pipe. I've got some fabric and a sewing kit for making costumes. I've got some cardboard with some markers and some scissors. Gotta make those props, you know. We got, what else we got? I got hair dye. Very important. I've got pasties in the shape of top hats and canes. I've got, oh my gosh, one of the most important things that I cannot live without, glitter. Let's see, I've got googly eyes and socks for making puppets. I've got, let's see, a dildo. I've got another dildo with a strap on. I've got anal beads, and I've got a flashlight. No, wait, that's a fleshlight. You never know.
Oh, Nikki, what are you going to eat or drink?
Well, I have some water in here. See, big old thing. It's actually vodka. God, I was saving that for after the show.
Nikki, how are any of these things going to help you survive an emergency?
Well, I have enough props and costumes in here to keep putting on the happy sappy grown-up hour. People are going to need entertainment in the apocalypse.
True, sketch comedy is definitely as important as food and water.
And so is sarcasm.
Nikki, I worry about you. You know what? I'm going to put an emergency kit together and bring it down to you. In return, I'm going to borrow those pasties.
Oh, deal. Thanks, Can. Well, everyone, I scheduled a one-on-one conversation with one of the most essential workers out there. Oh, hi, Herschel. Is that you?
Oh, hey, Nikki. Hi. Yes. Hey, okay. Hi. Yes. For those of you that don't know, I'm Herschel, the one and only Zoom operator. If you've ever been on a Zoom call, I'm the one that connected you. Oh, boy.
You look really busy. I wanted to ask how you were and if you're prepared for the seemingly endless emergency that is COVID, but I can come back later.
Oh, that's nonsense. No, that's nonsense. I can talk. I was always prepared to work hard 8-hour shifts, maybe some overtime, occasional weekends, and holidays, but not even a sentient octopus with 8 opposable thumbs could have been prepared for this nightmare scenario. Oh well, that's life.
Yeah, I guess that is life.
Oh no! I wasn't paying close enough attention, and a Zoom bomber crashed a Zoom Bible study.
Oh no, were they a big distraction?
No, but their flaccid penis was. Ugh.
So, tell me, Hirsch, how's your family holding up in this pandemic?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen my family since March because Zoom took off like a locomotive.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Herschel.
Thanks for the concern, Nikki Doll. Way back in March, I thought I'd pick up a few shifts here at Zoom and stick with my longtime day job.
Oh, where was that?
Oh, it was Skype. Oh, God. But somehow the longtime popular video chat app was one of the casualties of COVID. Go figure. Oh, no. This biology summer school class needs more bandwidth. They've got all video backgrounds going. Live it up, kids. Go get that high school diploma I was never able to.
Well, it looks like you're the only person working there, which is great. You don't have to worry about social distancing at all.
Oh, yes. And who needs regular physical contact? Not good old Herschel. I feel connected to the people I connect with on Zoom.
That's, what?
Oh, yes. Sometimes, when people are especially down in the dumps about not being near loved ones, I whisper comforting messages to them. Sometimes they think that there's a ghost in their headphones, but I reassure them it's not. It's just me. Then they get a kick out of it.
Cool. Hey, Herschel, is your family okay? I mean, you haven't seen them since the Ides of March.
I assume they're fine. It would be nice to see them, even over Zoom. I'm starting to forget what my baby girl, Sarah, looks like. She has the cutest little dimples, I think. Oh no! I didn't disconnect this free trial of Zoom and they've been on for over an hour. Corporate's gonna dock my pay for this. Oh well. Oh.
Okay, well, Herschel, I'm gonna go, okay?
Sure thing, Angel Face. It was great talking to you. No! boy. Huh. Oh, man.
You don't have.
What? The Rona? Oh, girl, no. Unless I do. Wouldn't that be something? Anyway, ow. Ow. Anyway, have a great show, Nikki.
Herschel, the Zoom operator, everybody.
Yo, it's One Chance the Rapture, greatest preparedness rapper, living down in the bunker and got no hunger. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. That Billy she really make my Willie go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. He get silly round Millie, she magical. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. Got a whole damn farm down in this bunker, and it's not just the walls that make up the structure. My goats and my pigs and my cows, man, I love them. Committed koalas, at night I tuck them into their bed after they're fed, and the book I've read to fill up their heads with beautiful stories. So in the morning they'll wake up enjoying their lives are not boring, and when outside is pouring or if this man is snoring, I'll make it all better, I'm never ignoring. Animals are innocent, humans are ignorant, so inconsiderate of one another's difference. That's why I'll never have any children, no Dannies, no Davies, and definitely no Dylans. Well, unless them kids I just like my Wilson, that's the name of my little Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. That Billy she really make my Willie go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. He get silly round Millie, she magical. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. The second verse is for some explanations, in case you thought I was deviating. By the way, stop all that hating. My little girl Wilson is deaf, not Satan. You watch The Witch too much, man, stop playing. The song's about the greatest thing in creation, my animals and all the joy they bring, more than Lambos, Ibiza, or diamond rings. Willie is the king and Philly is the queen, but there's also Millie, she'll teach you things. I got birds that sing and monkeys that swing. I even got a koala, she does too much lean. Listen before you may have had a thought, like I was like other rappers who call ladies thoughts, but I'm honestly much more respectful. All of my creatures are just oh so special. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. That Billy she really make my Willie go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. He get silly round Millie, she magical. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. He be getting busy, well she be getting dizzy. Yeah, we running around the market like some full-grown grizzlies. My salmon to the left and my tuna to the right. They getting they vitamins so they can go all night. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go. Billy go, Billy go, Billy go, Billy go. Billy, 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 Billy go.
All right, gang, it is truly important to have emergency strategies in place, even though times are really fucking tough right now. And nobody understands that better than my next guest, former FEMA executive, Freddie Wilson.
Thank you, Nikki. We're living in unprecedented times, and these circumstances often leave us full of uncertainty and confusion and stress. Some of us don't know how we're going to make rent. How are we going to deal with a ruthless police force? Some of us don't know where we're going to get our next meal from. And the modern world has presented us with more emergencies than ever before. Now, it's my hope that today I can assist you with the greatest emergency of our time. Now, it affects all of us. It's debilitating. It's oppressive. It can make you feel like less of a human. I'm speaking, of course, of the cell phone with 1% battery life.
Hold up. That's the greatest emergency of our time? I don't know about that.
Nikki, I have it on good authority that a cell phone goes to 1% battery life every minute in this country. That's more frequent than hurricanes, floods, and thunderstorms combined.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is pretty bad.
Fuck yeah, Nikki. Like it or not, the cell phones have become an absolute necessity in modern culture. Whether you need it for directions, you're going to call for emergency help, or whether you're checking Insta, baby. So what should you do? First and foremost, the most important thing, you do everything in your power to prevent such a grim emergency from occurring. Now, the prevention plan of action is as follows. Number 1, charge that shit up.
Is there a number 2?
No, there's not.
Okay. Do you have any advice if emergency prevention fails?
Shit, yeah, Nikki. If you're checking out Sarah's sweet Insta lunch pics, toasty cheese nom nom, and you notice that your battery's getting low, immediately reduce your screen brightness. Pause your notifications and pray. That doesn't matter which God you pray to, just as long as you pray a lot.
That's your solution?
Tits, yeah, Nikki. Now, if the gods fail you and your battery continues to drop, I'm afraid you're going to have to execute the emergency survival procedures.
Oh, no. Well, what's that?
You lay flat face down on that ground. Get under a table if you're near one, and try to cover yourself with some padding of some sort.
Isn't that the procedure for a tornado? Are you sure that's going to help? Hello? Freddie? Oh, that really wasn't as useful as I hoped. I can see why he's a former FEMA executive. Anyway, up next, we have a current emergency expert for real that I'm sure will be much better. Please welcome firefighter from Volusia County, Florida, James Smith, to the show. So thank you for coming on to talk about firefighting and emergency preparedness.
Yeah.
Like, how does firefighting work, I guess? Like, do you have to like start somewhere like as an EMT and then become a firefighter? Or can you just be like, hey, I want to do this?
Like in the state of Florida, you have to go to a vocational school where you take the firefighter class, the firefighter certificate course. And it's about a semester long. So what, 4 months, 5 months, if that. And then that allows you to take the state test for the state of Florida's firefighter exam. And then you're certified. So it's a certificate program, just like any other state license type jobs, like, hair's like a beautician. They have to have like the state license. Real estate agents have to have a state license. Firefighters for Florida have to have a state license to be a firefighter. And in addition to that, the state of Florida requires all firefighters be trained at an EMT as well.
Oh.
And there's different levels of EMT. There's EMT basic, that's what I am. And then there's EMT advanced, which would be like paramedic.
What does that mean? So as an EMT basic, what kind of things are you capable of doing?
It's just basic life support stuff, bandaging, splinting. We're trained in CPR, manage airway. We can hook up AEDs. We can assist with medicine, just basic stuff.
You often see like fire trucks at like the site of a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why? Because all firefighters are trained medically, or is it just in case a fire happens?
Well, in addition to fire and medical, we're trained for vehicle extrication. So if there was, significant damage to a vehicle where they're stuck inside, the doors won't open, we have tools and equipment that we're trained to use to get that car, basically rip the doors off, cut the doors off, take off the roof, get access to the occupants inside.
What should people do in a fire?
Well, the first rule about having a fire in your house is don't have a fire in your house. Yeah, really, it takes just steps on trying to prevent fires from even happening. And it's usually mistakes. Like we run a lot of cooking fires where, little old lady just forgets something's on the stove and she just walks away and forgets. And then now her kitchen's on fire. And then kids being kids, in the city next to us, they had a fire before 4th of July where a kid let off a firework in his bedroom. And it caught the room on fire and, damaged the house pretty significant. You can't prevent every fire. You can try to prepare and do everything you can. But the best thing is smoke detectors. Just have working smoke detectors in every room or at least throughout most of wherever you're living.
Have you gotten a lot of dates out of being a firefighter?
Oh, dates?
Yeah, or people are like, oh, hey.
There's some truth to that. Not me personally. I'm in a relationship, but I know some of the guys I work with, and I personally have been hit on myself. So it happens. I don't think it's probably as widespread as maybe most of the public thinks. You think like, oh, firefighters, but it does happen, and it's like, oh, look at that little morale boost. Like, oh, okay, all right, thanks. I just had this lady hitting on me. All right, but that happens. I think more than that, the general public just appreciates us, which is cool. So you'll get kids love us. Other adults, older people, they all thank us for our service and stuff. And it's kind of weird for us because well, thank you for thanking me. I guess I don't know how to respond to that, but it is nice to hear every once in a while. And but even if we didn't hear it, I still love the job enough where I don't need to be thanked. I like the job. I like the career. We're here for 24 hours, from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next morning, and then we're off for 48 hours after that. And we just got a call, so I will have to go run the call.
Oh man, thank you so much. Bye, James. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. See you, Nikki.
When you live in California, you hear about the Richter scale all the time. But what does it really mean? Like, we had a 3.7 magnitude earthquake a few weeks ago, which to some people is scary, but to others, that number is so tiny it doesn't even register. No pun intended. Okay, maybe that pun was a little intended. But here's how some experts rank the Richter scale. But here at the Happy Sappy Grown-Up Hour, we've broken down the Richter scale into more practical terms. Let's take a look at the emotional Richter scale. As you can see, when there's a 2.8, your cat acts kind of weird. But your cat always acts kind of weird, so you don't notice. When there's a 3.5, you wonder if the ground has actually moved or if you just imagined it. So you go to Facebook to see if anyone mentioned an earthquake, and you're relieved to see you weren't actually gaslighting yourself. Now, if there's a 4.3, you watch a glass of water shake like in Jurassic Park and start to question your life choices. At the 5.3 level, you get scared enough to text your ex. At 6.1, you get the urge to fuck your ex, even though they moved to the west side and they still owe you money. But at 6.9, you fuck your ex. 6.9, get it? It's like Floridian or something. Now, anything over a 7.0, and you immediately pack a bag to get the hell out of California. And that's the end of our journey along the emotional Richter scale. We've spoken with a few disaster specialists tonight, but here we have Celeste, a spiritual disaster prepper, ready to give us the lowdown on metaphysical disaster preparation.
Hey,
Celeste. Hey, how's it going?
Groovy. Just got back from a time trip where I was visiting the Roaring 20s lawn party, and I went a bit too far and wound up in the Spanish influenza.
Well, thanks for joining us, Celeste. So to begin, my friend has a bit of a spiritual problem, and they're too shy to ask you about it directly. So they wrote to me in hopes that I'd do it for them. So here's the problem. All of our exes are just like teaming through during this double retrograde. Do you have any advice for my friend?
Nikki, I'm a mystic. Don't be silly. I know you're the friend.
Yeah, you're right. So what do I do?
You must summon Archangel Metatron.
What? Chris Angel Metatron? Wait, how do I do that?
Envision your aura encircled in green and purple light. And then you must go and buy a bottle of sacred air from House of Intuition in Echo Park.
Okay, why would I need to buy fancy air? If the air is bad, couldn't I just use my inhaler?
I cannot quickly clear past lovers with generic oxygen.
Okay, I see. Well, now that we've tackled the ghosts of past relationships, what can I do about the actual ghost lurking in the corner of my bathroom? I can't even take a dump because she's always watching me.
Sing them 1800s lullabies. And sage, but not too much or you'll invite her back in, and her friends, possibly.
Okay, well, hear that, everyone? Don't get crazy. Burning sage, everybody. It could summon the dead. Oh, speaking of death, so my Aunt Gertrude, I know, great name, right? She fell and hit her head, and ever since, it's like she lost half her soul. How can we make poor Gertie whole again?
Go quickly to the sea and surrender her most recent sales receipt. Capitalism is hell-baked. And then
Have a month's worth of canned goods stocked?
grab a cat. Any cat'll do. I personally prefer convenience store cats.
All right, Celeste, the spiritual prepper, everybody. Thank you so much for visiting us. I learned a lot about how to prepare for and remedy spiritual disasters. Here at the Happy Sappy Grown-Up Hour, we love to get wet and wild and weird, but emergency preparedness is a very serious subject. We're now proud to present, straight from our friends at the Iowa Institute of Incredibly Boring Information, a 45-minute instructional film on bottled water cap maintenance for your personal survival kit, entitled
Calling all parrot heads. Come in, parrot heads.
Whoa, what's going on? Who's there?
Hey, parrot heads, it's your best friend Jimmy, coming to you live from my survival bunker under the Cheeseburger in Paradise in Sioux City.
Wow, Jimmy Buffett. My uncle blamed you for his drinking problem.
Aw, thanks. I get that a lot. Well, if it ain't the Happy Sappy Grown-Up Hour. Say, I hear your handsome and talented band leader is a huge fan of mine. Is he around?
Sorry, Jimmy. You just missed him. He's out on his union-mandated vaping break.
Wow, he sounds like a grade A1A dipshit.
He sure is, Jimmy. So, what you doing here, Jimbo?
Well, it just so happens that old Bubba here knows a thing or two about emergency preparation. See, back in January, I saw which way the banana winds were blowing, so I sold all my instruments, touring equipment, and several members of my band, and used the money to invest in a series of multi-leveled subterranean survival bunkers themed to a low-key island lifestyle.
Jimmy Buffett, I don't mean to sound rude, but I think you might be insane.
Sure am, Nikki, but just like the time I released an album called Off to See the Lizard, I knew in my heart I'd done the right thing. So naturally, I wrote a song about it, about how to have a fun and safe end of the world. It's called Apocalypse Party. You want to hear it?
It doesn't matter what I say. You're going to play it anyway.
Hit it, reefers! There's a hurricane on the horizon, being chased by a typhoon. Everybody's getting ready to swim from Cancun to Kowloon. From Cancun to Kowloon. Y'all said, Jimmy, what were you thinking? Buying all this survival gear? I said, you gotta be ready to pour one out when the apocalypse party gets here. The apocalypse party gets here. There's no need to worry, no need to scream and cry, 'cause if you stick with Jimmy, there's no way you're gonna die. The apocalypse is like a party. There ain't no rules, just right. It could come on a Monday morning or another Saturday night. Another Saturday night. Just buy some paper towels and a case of Land Shark beer, 'cause you gotta be ready to pour one out when the apocalypse party gets here. The apocalypse party gets here. Round up all your family, round up all your friends. The world may be on fire, but the party never ends. We've got freeze-dried tequila and little shrimpies too. We've even got the steel drums. Let's hear what they're gonna do. Robot! there's a whole lot of you parrot heads out there without masks. Put your goddamn masks on, please, 'cause next time Jimmy's not gonna ask. Next time Jimmy's not gonna ask.
The most important thing to remember during an earthquake.
Hey, Nikki, can I butt in here for just a second?
Mhm.
You know, you've been giving us some really great plans for humans, but what about the cats? What are they supposed to do during an earthquake?
I don't know. I've never really thought about a cat earthquake plan.
Well, then good thing you got me, because I have one.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it.
Step 1. To save a cat, you need to think like a cat. First, get some catnip. Oh, that's the stuff. Step 2. Find a place to shelter. Make a list of pet hotels and boutique pet hotels. Now look, I know a lot of feline specialists will tell you that for an emergency, you need to prep kitty food, meds, kitty litter. Well, don't listen to them. When all hell breaks loose, you're not going to want to be running around with a shit box. Pet hotels have the litter box already.
Oh, how thoughtful of you, Brandon. Thinking of litter boxes for your cat to use.
They seem so nice.
They do seem so nice.
So nice that even people can use them. Trust me, I know.
Brandon, have you been shitting in kitty litter boxes?
Yeah, so what if I do? They're comfy and those smell-absorbing molecules are perfect for covering up the smell of the cat food, which reminds me, step 3 of surviving earthquakes for cats. Acquire basic necessities. Pet hotels have plenty of treats already, so that takes care of itself. Step 4, be cute. Or work on yourself to become interesting. People are more likely to take care of a pet they find entertaining. Hey, babe. Yeah? Babe. Yeah.
Oh, babe. Here, babe. Give me some treats. Okay. Oh. You almost showed everyone my boobs. Sorry.
See, humans are suckers for tricks.
Clearly.
Which is why I gave my cat a sombrero. Instantly fascinating. Of course, you could teach your cat to do backflips. Step 4. Contingency plans in case the cat shelter becomes unsafe. Things can turn really dour, and you and your cat might have to split up and leave the cat hotel. Start showing your cat pictures of friendly cat people, so that in case of an emergency, your cat can split and run towards people who look nurturing and cat-loving. Let them take care of your cat. Besides, cat-friendly people are also the loneliest, so in an earthquake, they'll be dying for company. Right, Nikki?
Ah. Oh, Brandon, you're going to have to come back in a second because now we're going to give some quick tips on how to handle various disasters without disastrous results in a segment called Disaster Do's and Disaster Don'ts. Ready, Brandon?
I mean, let's disaster do this.
Okay, disaster do. Take cover under a desk or table during an earthquake.
Disaster don't. Hang your sword collection over your bed.
Disaster do. Take shelter during a lightning storm.
Disaster don't. Try and seduce the lightning.
Although that does sound kind of hot.
Literally.
Disaster do. Avoid windows during a tornado.
Disaster don't. Run outside yelling, NEM, NEM, because you love to play Dorothy when you're doing Wizard of Oz cosplay.
I like to be Toto because it's fun being carried around. Disaster do. Have enough food in your house to last at least 2 weeks.
Disaster don't. Go out and eat in a fucking restaurant. What's wrong with you? If you go to Buca di Beppo, people will die, and that's on you.
Oh, Brandon, we're actually hoping to get Buca di Beppo as a sponsor.
Oops. Well, I'm sure it's safe to get curbside pickup from them.
Disaster do. Know where the emergency exit is in your building.
Disaster don't. Leave your roller skates in front of the emergency exit.
Disaster do. Have a fire extinguisher handy.
Disaster don't. Use the fire extinguisher to do whippets.
Disaster do. Prepare a go bag filled with clothing, food, and toiletries in case you need to quickly evacuate your home.
Disaster don't. Fill it with weed and sex toys.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
At least you'll die doing what you loved.
And that was disaster do's and disaster don'ts.
We disaster did it.
Yes, we did. Our next guest won a chance to be on the show through a contest nobody on the Happy Sappy staff remembers holding. Please welcome Chip Flubel. Our next guest won a chance to be on the show through a contest nobody on the Happy Sappy staff remembers holding. Please welcome Chip Flubel.
Thanks for having me, Nikki.
Our pleasure, Chip. So, what have you been up to during the quarantine?
Not much. Watching Netflix, reading, making a shit ton of flan.
Did you say flan?
That's right. I make flan when I'm anxious, and I've been anxious nonstop during this pandemic.
Fair enough. But I'm not sure how much flan is going to help if shit really hits the flan.
I think you're underestimating the power of flan. Think about it, Nikki. If we all go into a post-apocalyptic wasteland, what is the one thing everyone's gonna want?
Water, food, shelter.
Sure, but everyone else is gonna have those things. What is the one thing that no one else is gonna have 25 pounds of?
You've made 25 pounds of flan?
Bingo! You got a flan craving? I'm your guy, flan guy, right here. But it's gonna cost you a liter of water and those flip-flops, asshole.
I think you might be overestimating people's love for flan.
That's because you only see it as a delicious dessert. There is so much more that flan can do. You can freeze dry them so they last a while. And you can use frozen flan as a great bludgeoning tool to attack people who are trying to steal your flan. Try it, motherfucker.
Yeah, sure. Or you could literally use anything else.
And if you need help reaching something high up, you can stack the frozen flan on top of each other to make a stepping stool. Or you can melt it down and swim around in the caramel if that's your thing. You can cauterize a wound with it, probably.
No, definitely not.
Whatever your needs are, emergency or non-emergency, flan is perfect for it.
You know what? All this flan talk is actually making me crave some flan. Can you send me some?
Sure. Can I trade you for some hand sanitizer?
Fuck off.
Please, my hands are caramelizing from all the melted flan.
Oh, just lick it off, Chip. Chip Flubel, everyone.
Please go to www.flanguy.com for all your flan-related merch needs.
And now it's time to check in with... Wait a second, this can't be right. He can't possibly be guesting on this show. He's the biggest action star in the world. It's Gilbert, star of... Did you all see the motorcycle shitting a missile? Gilbert, are you there?
Hi, Nikki. You've got Gilbert.
Wait, under the desk? That seems a bit tame for an action star like you. You water skied with sharks and Jaws 8 citizens on patrol.
Yeah, those were the days. The days when anything could kill me, and I had no fear. But now...
Everything can kill you? What would even dare?
Nothing. Nothing will kill me so long as I stay right here with Boo Boo.
Are you scared, Gilbert?
Scared? Scared? You think I'm scared? Huh. I've used gunpowder as toothpaste.
As seen in Animal House 3, Delta 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 Force.
Nikki, I'm terrified. We have encountered the most terrifying threat to the free world.
Foreign terrorists?
No, American morons.
Well, that might be a little mean.
Morons! I live a dangerous life on screen, but I always take precautions. Like any sensible action star who likes to jump rope double dutch with cobras.
As seen in Exterminator 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I know what it is to be alive and take proper control of my reckless actions. But the moment I leave here, I'm putting my tender life in the hands of people who don't even know how to keep to the right while walking on the sidewalk, let alone wear a mask while doing so.
Oh, wait, so that's how we're supposed to do it? That makes sense.
I make my living writing checks my body can't cash without 2 forms of ID, but it would kill me to know that my actions could kill someone else. That's why when I showered with wasps in Lord of the Flies 4 senior year, my crew was in industrial hazmat suits and masks, which they are currently very thankful for.
Wish I had that suit. And that movie.
Yeah, it was my Christmas bonus this year. Glad I didn't spring for the Disneyland annual passes.
So, when do you think you'll come out from under the desk, Gilbert? You know, last I heard, you were signed up for Beach Blanket Bazooka 5, Secret of the Ooze.
Well, only when it's safe for me to come out, which will be, per my latest calculations, about 2025.
Oh, that's a long time.
Hey, I once listened to a 45-minute mix of What is Love by Hathaway on repeat for no reason. I have no concept of time.
Delivery!
Oh, our food is here. Thank you. Just leave it at the door.
What did you order?
Deep-fried candy salad with a gallon of ranch. I fear nothing. Just morons.
Periods. A natural disaster and emergency situation in its own right. If it's like a hurricane, you can see it coming and gather your supplies ahead of time. But if it's like an earthquake, you don't know what's happening until you're in it. And there goes another pair of white underwear. Why do I keep wearing white underwear? Anyway, today I started an earthquake period. And let me tell you, it is a 10 on the Richter scale. Lots of damage. And not a tampon in sight in any of these first aid kits. What gives? Anyone got a tampon? No? Vaginal gauze?
Have no fear, Nikki, for Tamponi is here.
Tamponi is a pony with magical powers. They're majestic as fuck and they charge by the hour. They got tampons, pads, diva cups, everything you're in love. Periods ain't scary when Tamponi has solutions for your Bloody Mary. Yeah, Tamponi!
Not to worry, Nikki. I've got a tampon for you.
I'm sorry, do you really charge by the hour?
Oh, no. What kind of pony would I be if I charged by the hour? I only said that because I'm not good with rhymes and I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with powers.
Flowers?
Nikki, do you want the tampon or not?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, I've got light, I've got regular, I've got plus, I've got super plus, I've got super plus, I've got plus, minus plus, I've got Super Mario plus.
Hey, I'll take regular. Thank you.
Oh!
All right, you're a real lifesaver. I can't believe first aid kits don't come with tampons.
It's a shame tampons aren't free and readily available anywhere and everywhere.
Right? I mean, we should at least get a tax write-off for these things. I didn't ask for this. Why do I have to pay for it?
Well, Nikki, if any menstruating friend of yours is in need of products, you know how to find me.
Actually, I don't. And this sounds like a drug deal. Wait, is this a drug deal?
No, Nikki, of course not. Besides, how many drug dealers can you summon by saying vaginal gauze?
Vaginal gauze. Do I need to say it like 3 times or anything, like Beetlejuice?
I mean, you can if you want, but you look like a real weirdo if you ask me.
Okay, then. Vaginal gauze, vaginal gauze, vaginal gauze. Thanks, Tamponi.
Any time, Nikki. Happy bleeding.
Tamponi is a pony with magical powers. They're majestic as fuck and they charge by the hour. They got tampons, pads, diva cups, everything you're in love. Periods ain't scary when Tamponi has solutions for your Bloody Mary. Yeah, Tamponi.
Well, it's always good to have a pad or tampon on you in case of unexpected periods, and we've all been there. Asking people we don't know if they have a tampon to spare, not fun. But if you're ever in need, there's always Tamponi. And that's the end of our show, folks. It was really great having you here tonight. Make sure you Venmo Pack at Pack-Theater and subscribe to our Twitch feed and all the things. We're the Happy Sappy Grown Up Hour. You can find us on YouTube. Have a great night. Enjoy the closing credits.
I'll say goodnight, but not goodbye, my friends. No, this is not the end. I can't wait till next time. I'll see you soon, so we can laugh and play and dream about all the ways you make my life sublime. Thank you to the firefighters for saving us from disasters. We learned not to light fireworks in our rooms. We learned about emergency kits and how to prep the apocalypse. And Jimmy Buffett even came to say hi. So I'll say goodnight, but not goodbye.